this is Mourning, and I'm here to talk to you guys about this new series. Hope you guys like it. This new series that I'm starting for my YouTube channel. I don't know how frequently it's gonna go. Once every 2 weeks, once a month. It's just up to when I feel up to it, I guess, but hopefully it's more frequent than, frequent enough that you'll stay interested in it. This is my series. It's going to be my real life experiences with ghosts and the supernatural. Like I said in my previous video, if you watched that, I have had enough go into me that I've seen, felt, heard, done throughout my life that, well, not, I don't know if you consider it done, but that I've had enough things happen to me, basically, where I could write a book. I'm a little too lazy to write. Well, I tried to write a book once, but not about this, but about something else, and it kind of failed, but it fell through. So book writing's not for me, even though I like writing and poems and poetry and short stories and things like that. I guess I'm not good at writing books. Well, at least I tried. But yeah, I hope you like this series, and here's my first story that has to do with my new ghostly series, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's see. Yeah, let's start with this one. Okay. I was about 13, and I was living with my mom, and before she married him, I guess you'd call my stepdad or something. I don't know what the terms are. She's not married to him anymore, but yeah, we moved into this one house, and the stuff with this house wasn't right from the beginning. The first thing is there was a basement, but you get to it from outside, like those doors that you open up and then you walk down into it, so it was kind of creepy. When we were looking at the house, I saw that and went stone on the inside or whatever. I don't know, it was old looking, but I had a bad feeling immediately. I didn't want to go down there. I just didn't like it. I never went down there. I was too scared of that. Yeah, and let's see. The whole time we lived there, I had 2 guinea pigs. We had a couple rabbits. Had a bird. Let's see, what else? Fish, sorts of animals here and there. Throughout a couple of years of living there, and it just started. I think it started with the bird, because we had that first, and it died, and couldn't figure out why. No reason whatsoever for it to die. We always took good care of our animals, Next thing to go, sad to say, I think the rabbits died. Yeah, I think they died next, and no reason for that to happen either. All these animals, they were loved and fed and happy, so, let's see, the guinea pigs, they died, so no animal that we had could stay alive in this house for any reason. I don't know why. I had weird experiences living there. I'd had weird dreams, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. I'd wake up every once in a while throughout the whole, I think we lived there for 1 or 2 years, I forget. They eventually tore down the houses and the houses off, and they made a freeway run through there, so we had to move, at one point, so we weren't there for too long. I started waking up, and I had bruises, in places I couldn't reach myself, and no one else was, hurting me or touching me or hitting me or anything. It's weird bruises, finger marks, like say like three or four finger marks sometimes of my arm. Like I'd see it in the mirror, and I was like, what's that? It's 3 finger marks going down the back of my arm. I'd wake up with bruises like that all the time, and wonder, I didn't feel it. It happened overnight. Like I'd be sleeping and then I'd wake up and then they'd be there suddenly. And I'd also would wake up to my hair being cut. Like there'd be like, a little tuft of hair about that, cut about until it would stand up about 2 inches off of my head spot. Just weird little spots. I'd brush my hair and there's like this thick of a tuft of hair just standing up, on my head. And I was like, how's my hair getting cut, And at night while I'm sleeping, I never felt at rest in that house. I mean, I never could get much sleep, partly due to my mom's boyfriend and his band playing in the living room all night, but, throughout the weeks. But, yeah, wake up with my bruises, with my hair being cut in certain spots every once in a while, and then there were the dreams. And the dreams were always about that house. I would wake, it was the same dream every time, and I swear I'd have like the same dream once a month for every month that we lived. It was always exactly the same, it never changed, and it didn't go away until we moved, until we're forced to move out of the house. What happened in the dreams, this is my dream, I would wake up and I had a cousin of mine. She would come and spend the night a bunch of times, or vice versa, I'd spend the night at her house. Well, in my dreams, she was there, and we'd come out of my room, and in the living room, you have to get to the front door, to outside, and in, I would say, what was in the living room, they were sort of like zombies, but not zombies. I don't know, they were like walking around like more menacing, and they were about 7 feet tall. They looked burnt, but without flesh. They didn't have any flesh on. I mean, 13-year-old having these dreams when I hadn't seen too many horror movies by that age, but I don't think it was due to that. I think it was due to the house, but they had no flesh, but they were burnt looking, and they were about 7 feet tall. And in my dream, me and her would have to get on our hands and knees and crawl slowly to the front door to get out, because there were about 4 or 5 of them wandering around the living room for some reason. And I said, in order for them not to detect us, we would have to crawl on our hands and knees, crawl on our hands and knees, but in order for them not to detect us, I told her in my dream, I was like, we have to show no emotion. So I don't know what that was about. So we'd crawl, to the front door, and I had this neighbor, and they lived, across the street from us, and in my dream, they had a big front yard, and they had a chain link fence that was like 6 feet high. In real life, they didn't have a chain link fence on their front yard, but in my dream they did. And once we reached outside, I'd turn and look at the house, and at their house, and there's 2 small dogs, and they were on fire, and they'd always run up to the chain link fence like they were vicious and barking at us, but they were always on fire. And would see that vision, and then turn down the road in the middle of the street, and we both start running, and it was the same dream every single time. It was always about that house, and always about that series of events and things. It was always the same, never changed. I never felt, yeah, I never felt right about that house from the moment we got there. Just weird stuff always happening. Yeah, and that's pretty much it with that one. It just like I could tell there was spirits or something. Something wasn't right about that house, and bruises and my hair cut, and I would tell my mom, and then because it was just me, her, and her boyfriend, and them asleep in their room, me asleep in mine. Who's gonna be cutting my hair? Parts of my hair off in my dream. Who's gonna be bruising me? Well, I'm a light sleeper, and I'm an insomniac, so to fall asleep, very hard for me to stay asleep, and I'm easily woken up. You could walk in the room, whisper, and I need sleep. Sleep, what's that? Yeah, so in order for my hair to be being cut every once in a while, and just all these other weird happenings in the house, it was weird. It was spooky in that house, and I never liked it from the time we were there. It was always like a wrong feeling. There's things like that you can encounter that you're not scared of, and there's no scary feeling. Things like that. Those will be other stories that I tell. But this one in this house was not good. It didn't feel right at all, ever. And until we had to, nothing went right with that house, and then they were buying off all the houses, and so they could build a freeway going right through where we were living, so we were forced to move. Yeah, and then when we moved, all that, the bruising, the hair being cut, the animals dying, all stopped. We didn't have experienced that stuff. It didn't follow. That stuff didn't follow us, so that's a good thing. Like, I'd want that to happen. But yeah, that's my ghost story for this episode, and I hope you liked it. It's really weird. It's a mild one because that's like little actual ghostly encounter meant, but it was, except for the hair and the bruising, but just all the weird occurrences and the dreams and the animals dying and things like that. It's something was wrong with that. So, that's the first story. I've got a lot more in store, and I hope you guys want to stick around and watch them all, listen to them all, and hope this was fun and entertaining for you. I tried to do some mood lighting. I don't know if you can tell. Like, I have like little light up things. You put batteries in them and stick them around the house, and they change colors and stuff like that. I have them all set to like one constant color for now, so it keeps, the color doesn't fluctuate for my videos. But yeah, I hope you like this, and stick around, and thumbs up, and love you all. Bye! Hopefully you stick around for more, and come back for more ghostly adventures of mine. See you all. Bye. Love you.